spelled backwards. All right, come on. Come on. What up? I'm trying to still get the live set up. All right. Whoa, come on. There you go. All right, all right, all right. Hey, Tanja, what's happening? Who else is here? Dog tags. So, guys, what a shit morning it was, man. So, obviously, I should be in the deer woods right now, but the gods were against me. Hey, Glenn, welcome in. So, what a freaking chaos and bullshit morning it was, man. Everything that could go wrong this morning went wrong. So, woke up, normal morning routine for, hey, Smoke and Grow, welcome in. Normal morning routine for getting up and getting ready to the deer, go to the deer woods. You know, I woke up, go start my coffee, jump in the shower to take a shower with the dead downwind, you know, scent killer, all that crap real quick. Take a real quick, like 3-minute shower, get out of the shower and absolutely busted my ass. Fell straight on my ass getting out of the shower, right? I'm still not even like completely awake yet. So I was like, all right, whatever, you know, get up, pick myself up, dry myself off, get dressed, go grab my coffee, walk out here to the backyard, go to freaking sit down here at the patio table, spilled coffee all over myself. So now I gotta go take another shower. So go take a shower, get dressed again, get on the road. And I knew yesterday coming home from the deer woods that I should have stopped for gas on the way home yesterday, but I didn't. The lines at the gas pumps at the Indian Casino were ridiculous. You know, it's Christmas week, so a whole bunch of people are on the way out to the desert and all that, right? So gas lines were just like, it was long. It was like a 30-minute wait to get, you know, to the gas pump. Partially because it's the last gas station you can really hit before you get down to the desert. And they are the cheapest gas prices right now in San Diego County. They're $1 to $2 cheaper at the Indian Casino than anywhere else. So I said, screw it. Figured I'll just stop and get gas on the way out this morning. I knew I was pushing it. Like, I knew I was pushing it. So, get to the gas station this morning and ran out of gas going up the little hill because it's like on a little hilltop. So, ran out of gas like right at the top of the hill. Made it like 50 feet from the gas pump and just completely out of gas. So, I actually got out, pushed my truck. I don't know how I freaking managed to push the truck to the gas pump. Put my card in the thing, and it's not working. It wouldn't take my card. So I was like, all right, I won't take the bank card. I'll use the freaking credit card. Put the credit card in, won't take it. I tried like 3 different credit cards, would not take any of them. So I go inside. The lady goes, oh, yeah, the system's down. It's cash only right now. All right, whatever. I'll go to the ATM. I'll pull out, you know, $50. Well, yeah, $60 because you can only do 20s. ATM's down. Doesn't work. So I was like, screw it. I'll go to the cashier cage in the casino because the gas station's part of the casino. Go to the cashier's cage. She doesn't know how to do the freaking cash deal with your debit card. So she's got to call somebody. Takes like forever for somebody else to get over there. They get there. They freaking figure it out. Get my cash. Go get my gas. Everything's good. I'm thinking like, all right, I'm already like, an hour and a half late, It's already, the sun's already up by this point, right? Um, hey, what's happening, brother? You guys, actually, since he's here, I'm giving my, my good buddy a freaking wrench. You guys, Voltage Wrangler is a very good friend of mine. He's the one that you guys see me riding and shooting and all that with. So anyway, dude, you're gonna love this one, bro. So I get out of the gas station, driving up the road. Everything's cool. I got my monster drink. I got my donut, from the freaking, because they got fresh donuts every morning at the freaking Indian Casino gas station. Get to Border Patrol, and it's backed up for fucking ever, right? It's backed up like 3/4 of a mile getting through Border Patrol. So Border Patrol and Voltage Wrangler, he's gonna fucking love this one because he hates those motherfuckers as much as I do out here. Yeah, if I would have known, it was, so you know where the sign is for BP right after Buckman, going back towards your place. You couldn't tell that it was backed up until you got like right around that corner. So it's never usually backed up that time of day. But anyway, backed up down to one lane. So I get up there and fucking dude pulls me into secondary inspection. Pulls me into secondary. Tells me the dog alerted on my truck. Well, the dog did not alert on my truck. The dog actually wanted nothing to do with my truck. So they pull me into secondary. Takes like 30 minutes, 40 minutes. They don't find shit in my truck because I just cleaned my truck out the other day. So, the only thing in my truck is my freaking hunting gear and, my Camelback, and that's it. Nothing in there. Nothing in there. I even cleaned out all the trash. So finally get out of there, right? After I went freaking ballistic on the dude. The guy was a Border Patrol sergeant, and I kept telling him, fucking, I want you lieutenant. And finally, the lieutenant comes out, and he's like, dude, I don't understand why they pulled you in. I'm not sure what's going on here. What's the deal? And the guy goes, oh, well, the dog alerted on the truck. And I said, yeah, the dog alerted on the truck after the guy freaking tapped on the side of the truck and the dog sat down. So it was total bullshit. So I finally get out to the deer woods. Now it's like almost 8 o'clock. So get out there, park my truck in my normal spot, hike in, go to set up Starlink. And the freaking Starlink cable, the power cable, is not in my freaking backpack. I had taken it out last night when I charged the battery pack, and I forgot to put it back in. So I got all the way out there, no Starlink. So I'm thinking like, oh, screw it. I'll just, hang out and deer hunt. Won't do a live. 10 minutes later, here comes Forestry department rolling through. They're all walking through, painting freaking blue X's on trees that they want to cut down. So there's like 15, 20 of them, completely loud, talking, stomping through, completely blew out my area. So I go back to the truck, figuring, screw it, I'll just move spots, right? So get back up to the truck, and the first thing I notice is the whole parking area is just overrun with Forestry, right? All their trucks are in there, blocking the entrance, the exit, the whole 9 yards, right? And now there's a sign that they've put, like a freaking, foldable sign, like the ones you see for like road construction. This is like, prepare to stop or whatever. There's one that says no parking from, 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. No parking. Well, I was in there before the forestry guys showed up. There was no signs of anything right there, right? And this is like a little turnout off the side of the road. Get over to my truck, and there's a freaking parking ticket on my truck for being parked in there. So I can't get out of that area. I can't get out of the parking lot because Forestry has got the entrance completely blocked off with all their trucks. You can't get in and out. So the signs got put in when they showed up. I was already there when they showed up. So they showed up and basically put the sign in front of the little, you know where I'm talking, you know exactly where I'm talking about too. You know where my hunting spot is. So anyway, so to get out, I got two choices. I either like go gnarly off road up the hill and around them and down like a 10-foot embankment, or I cut across where it's flat and I got to go through a little ditch, right? So, hey, welcome in, Chevy. So I go through the little freaking ditch back onto the main road, which is like, I don't know, 50 feet off road, nothing big, but I got to run over brush and bushes and shit to get out there, right? So I get out, I pull onto the main road, and who's coming down the road but Mr. Deputy Sheriff, who lights me up and pulls me over for driving off-road off of an authorized trail. Doesn't matter the fact that, you know, I can't get out because I'm blocked in because the main driveway is blocked in. So freaking, I ended up explaining the whole situation to him. I'm like, look, dude, where am I supposed to go? Where am I supposed to go? Right? And he kind of looks and he's like, yeah, I get you. You're right. He's like, I'm just going to give you a warning. A warning for what? Being fucking blocked in? So I ended up getting a warning from sheriff. So I figured, fuck it. I'm going home. I'm going home. I'm driving down the road. Sheriff is behind me. Okay. So I'm doing the speed limit. I'm cruising, right? And there's a main parking area down there where everybody parks to go hiking. Well, that area is kind of straight for, I mean, this road's like windy ass road, right? I'm coming, there's coming down from the top of the mountain. There's like a big, long left-hand turn. And right after that left-hand turn is, you know, the parking area. It's a pretty, you know, couple 100 yards straight area. It's got shoulders on both sides of the road, so you can pull over and park on the side of the road. Some dickhead decides that that's the perfect area for him to pass the dude in front of him going back up the mountain, right? So coming at me. So yeah, it's a parking area for all the hikers. So you have room on both sides of the road to park, right? It's actually designated parking. There's like a kiosk right there to buy your little parking pass. Dude comes freaking flying around in the wrong lane on a double yellow. It's a double yellow right there. Into my lane to pass the dude in front of him. They're going up the hill, right? So I swerve into the freaking parking area, and thank God there's nobody parked there, because I would have freaking had no choice but to hit a car that was parked or hit this dude head on. Who's right behind me? Mr. Sheriff. Which the only saving grace of the day was that dude was behind me, because I got to watch him freaking do the same thing. He saw me go out, you know, he saw it coming just as well as I saw it coming. He locks him up, goes off the side of the road, and freaking U-turns it right then and there, and freaking lights the dude up. So I decided, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to come home. I already had a couple of cocktails, which, you know, I don't really drink, but I've had 2 rum and cokes, or Captain and Cokes, Captain and Cactus this morning. So I figured, fuck it. I was supposed to be in the Deer Woods live. Might as well go out, you know, hang out at the house and go live for a while. But what a shit show it was this morning. What a complete shit show. So, I mean, I should have known, like, when I fell on my ass getting out of the shower, that I should just go back to bed at that point. So, now we're here, and we're hanging out. So, I think what I'm going to do here in a little bit is I'm going to go back out and finish cleaning out the boat. I know, man. I should have just stayed home. I should have just stayed home. So, you know, it's all good. It's all good. We'll uh, we'll go hunt tomorrow morning. Mrs. SoCal's working today. She's usually off on Mondays. She usually has Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday off, but she's covering for someone that's taking a class. So she's working today. So I was like, perfect day to go hunt. Yeah. When are you back? You're back, right? What, like New Year's Eve? Um, I'll get the. I think I'm gonna focus on the 450 because the DRZ needs a little more love than anything. The DRZ needs. I need to do an oil change on it. I need to get a battery for it. So, you know, I'll get the 450 going. All I got to do, I got the brand new rim and all that because I busted the shit out of the back rim out here. So I'll get the 450 up and running. I got to go to DMV anyway. I got to do my truck by the 31st. So I got to go to DMV. Like, I'll probably do it all online. But as long as I have all the paperwork, I'll be good. I'll be good. So I figure like right after New Year's, we'll go out and freaking burn through the desert. So I think today what I'm going to end up doing, you guys, is finishing up, cleaning out the boat and get her all dialed in and ready. I got to go through all my gear and get all my fishing gear ready to go. So deer season ends next, New Year's Eve, which is like next Wednesday, I think. So after that, it's full blown freaking no more deer hunting. Season's completely over. So we'll be fishing. So, and with Starlink, we'll be. Hey, Steel City, welcome in, dude. I have the shittiest luck ever. Like, shittiest luck ever. So, it is what it is. But I got shitty luck. If I didn't have shitty luck, I wouldn't have any luck. I'm the guy that can go buy a lottery ticket and it's already void by the time I touch it. Like, if I pick six numbers, you can guarantee not one of them are going to come up. The only luck I ever have is at the freaking horse races, like opening day. For some reason, opening day, like, I always kill it. I actually do really well. And then, the rest of the season, if I pick a horse, it's going to die in the freaking chute. But something about opening day, man, I'm like super lucky on opening day. Yeah, everything happens for a reason, but you never know, man. Like, if I would have had the Starlink cable with me, which I'm an idiot because I put it back in the thing, I would have just went to a whole nother spot. But can I show you where you hide the bodies? Yeah, no. Can you show me why your mom didn't swallow? So yeah, I was thinking about going up to another spot with Starlink, but after that whole fucking debacle, I was like, screw it. I didn't have the cable, so it wasn't worth going up to that other spot. So, figured screw it, come home. I'll do some stuff on the boat. I got to do some stuff at the house, so I just use the day to, get other shit ready for other fun fishing adventures. Because it's time to get out and fish, right? They're going to be February, March. They're going to be starting to stage for pre-spawn, so those big girls will be out there eating, trying to fatten up for spawn. So I'll be back on the hunt for the freaking lake record come like February, March. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Introduce myself. You're new? Well, welcome in. I'm SoCal, which you should have known by the channel name. But hey, fun mix. Oh, yeah, I was supposed to be hunting, but the whole fucking world was against me this morning. Right from busting my ass getting out of the shower to spilling my coffee all over me to running out of gas to parking tickets and forgetting the Starlink cable. It was a day to be forgotten. I don't care if you're impressed or not. I'm not here to impress you. Not here to impress you, Maverick. Actually, I'm here for the exact opposite. Yeah, right? It's the second parking ticket I've got in the same spot. So twice I got to go fight it in court now. So what I'm going to do is I have forestry maps. I have, all of that I'm taking to court with me. So I'm going to try to fight them both, but, we'll see. But it's $150 freaking dollars each one. So I'm now $300 into parking tickets in the same exact parking spot that is not a paid parking spot. So, and both times it was because forestry wanted to park in there, and it's public access spot. So whatever, it is what it is. Actually, I should fire up the laptop and show you guys the spot, because it's bullshit the way it all went down. Actually, I'm going to do that. Let me go grab the laptop. Give me 2 seconds. All right, let me get this thing all set up. And I'll show you guys where I'm talking about, and you get a visual of, so you can kind of make everything make sense, because I can't make it make sense at all. At all. It doesn't make sense to me. All right, I got to plug the stupid thing in because I'm pretty sure it's dead. So, no, there's no, well, here's the fucked up part. So, when I left, there was a no parking sign. When I got there, there's no parking signs. And the no parking sign that was there was one of the, the ones that, when you're coming up to a road construction, they have, the be prepared to stop, those signs and all that on the side of the road. There's one of those in front of the forestry department's trucks that were not there when I pulled in. So I'm getting the laptop fired up. Yeah, that was another deal. That kind of pissed me off too. They did a controlled burn up in that area the other day, and they didn't fully put it out before they left. I came in there yesterday, and there was still 5 or 6 trees on fire, actual flames coming out of the trees, and nobody around. So I ended up calling the fire department and hey, what the fuck? And they went and sent a whole bunch of fire crews to kind of put it out. But people in the comments on that, you guys saw that short that I posted with it. People in the comments are like, oh, well, it's already all burned. No, they burned 75 acres in a, hundreds of thousands of acre forest, and 25 acres was burned. So, everything around it was still ready to be burned. So all it would have taken was, one of those embers to burn or blow into the dry shit. And I'll show you on the maps here too. So let's see. Let me go if I can go to the street view. And all right, perfect. Perfect. There's a big shadow on the street view, but I'll show you guys where I'm talking about here. So let me Let me move the camera to where we can actually see what's going on here. All right, so here's the road, right? This is the road. Coming up the road, right? And then you get, like, obviously, down the road. You get right here, and there's this turnout right there to the actual parking area. Okay, you guys can see there's no parking signs. There's no nothing, right? It's just a dirt little turnout. So if we go back to the regular overhead view, it's this. Oh, focus. It's this area right here. It doesn't want to focus. Let me zoom in a little bit on it. So you can see the blue line. That's the main road. This is the little parking area right in here, right? No, nothing that says no parking, no nothing. It's actually a freaking, parking lot, right? But, so I was parked. When I pull into this spot, I always park over here in this back end, right? Well, that way, if other people come in, they still have room to park. You can fit 10 or 12 trucks in this little spot right here. Forestry had parked all right here, blocking the freaking road. All of it was right here blocking the road. So to get out, I had two choices. Either go around on this side, up over the hill, and, it's not really possible to get down through all that in the truck, or roll right out through here, through this little ditch, and onto the road, which is what I did. And got yanked for doing that. So, but whatever, it is what it is. So let me show you guys where where that fire was with the shit that I was talking about yesterday. So right down the road here, where is, let me see, find my little parking spot. Okay, so here's my little parking spot right here for where I hunt. This area over here, right? I've been hunting this area right in here, okay? So I've been parking. Oops, I'm going the wrong direction. There we go. So I'm parking. Where's my freaking? Right here. This little spot right here. This little tiny clear patch. And I'll show you guys. I'll pull up the street view of it. It's just this little clear patch right here, right? Where I pull over and park in there. Now, this side of the road, this whole side over here, they just did a controlled burn, okay? And I hiked back in this way a little bit. I'll pull up so this is a hill right here, okay? So I hiked in from the little parking spot. I hiked straight in and around the back of this hill. And like right over here is where they did the burn. So basically, this area right through here is what burned, okay? The burning trees that I found were right in here. They were still burning. Hey, Dorothy, welcome in. So none of this is burnt. None of this over here is burnt. It's just, and it's hard to see with the glares and all that on the camera, but there we go. So it's basically just this area over here. Well, it's on the other side of the road. This area right here, they burned a little bit of it. The rest is all freaking, ready to go and ready to burn. So people are like, oh, well, it's already burnt. There's nothing left to burn. All of this out here is ready to burn. All of it. Like, look, if I click on I'll show you what everything looks like out there. That's all ready to go. And that's like right in the same area. So, that's a lot of shit ready to burn down. That's a lot of shit ready to burn down. So let's see if there's any. Oh, here we go. Here's another. Here's a better view of like, look at all that. All it takes is one little ember to blow into all that shit, and that whole area is up in flames again. And it'll be even worse because now they're not prepared for it. You know what I mean? With a controlled burn, at least they're prepared for, maintaining it and keeping it from freaking burning all the way down. But I don't know if it was trainees or what out there, but my God, man, that was stupid. Like, I could understand if they, if they had people there to monitor the area and they knew that, like, stuff was still burning, understandable, but to, like, not even have anybody out there, like, keeping an eye on it, like, that to me was straight up irresponsible. All it would have taken was a little bit of wind and those embers are blown and burning down the whole freaking forest. So, whatever. It is what it is. They dealt with it after I called, but, I shouldn't have to call, Nobody should have to call. And the sad part is, like, if I would not have, I went over there out of curiosity to just kind of check out the area, now that they've burned it. And right when I got behind the hill, I was like, holy crap, it's still smoking over here. And then I walked up to the one tree and it's still flames on the tree. And I'm like, this is not good. So I actually sent the video of it to somebody I know that works for the 911 system and was like, hey, do you think Forestry should probably want to know about this? And they're like, you need to call now. Like, this needs to be reported right this second because, if those afternoons wind come up, we're screwed. So from everything all the research, everything I've done, the smoke will actually push the deer out of the area. Here's the weirdest thing. The weirdest thing I figured out about the deer is that because there's a main paved road that runs right between, or like right along the edge of where they burned, all the deer on the burn side will move out. Some of the deer on the non-burn side will move out because of the smell of the smoke and the fire and the chaos that's going on with it. But walking in yesterday morning, I saw like 4 or 5 does. They were too far away to shoot, but that tells me that they're not really too concerned with it. So, plus it's been a few days since the main burn happened. So I think they're probably like, okay, it's fine, it's out. They realize that it's out. And they're kind of coming back to their area. So who knows? Who knows how bad it's going to blow that area out? I don't think it will from what I saw yesterday. So, but we'll be back out. I'm going to go back out in the morning. We got a bunch of stuff to do in the afternoon. But Mrs. SoCal is going to sleep in. So that means she'll get out of bed about noon because, she doesn't get off work till 3 in the morning. So, she normally wakes up about 10 to get ready to go to work. So she'll sleep in until probably about noon. And then I'll hunt until probably noon or 1 tomorrow. And then come home and do all our shit we got to do. So, and then Wednesday, we may go fishing somewhere Wednesday. I'm not sure. It's going to be up to her, like how she feels. But Thursday for sure, I'll be out in the deer woods, 100%. So, because I only have until next Wednesday. I think it's Wednesday, New Year's Eve, until deer season's over. So, I got to get out. I got to be out like as much as possible between now and then. So, we'll be out quite a bit in the next few days. So, but I think what I'm going to do is hang out here in the backyard for a few more minutes. And then it's going to be time to go out and start in on the boat again, get the boat ready to go. So, fun mix. Our season out here in San Diego is so screwed up. Archery season starts the first weekend of September. and it goes for 22 days, and then it's over. And then rifle season starts like the last week of October and goes till this year. It was the weekend right before Thanksgiving. So it goes like 20 something days. But the tags that I get a area specific either sex archery tag, so I can shoot a buck or a doe. My archery only, where I can only shoot a buck, is good for the archery or the rifle season. But then my area specific either sex tag is really weird. So it's good all the way until the end of archery season. And then it goes, I think it's a week or two more past the regular archery season that I can hunt that. But then there's like a 3-week break where I can't hunt that tag. And then after rifle season opens up, I can hunt on that tag again until New Year's Eve. So you pretty much got to have a goddamn calendar with all the season dates in your freaking pocket to know when and where you can't hunt on what tags. It's really stupid out here. So yeah, 22 days is not a lot. It's not a lot. Hey, what's happening, Derek? So it ends up like total archery season, because we can actually hunt with a bow during rifle season out here. I think we get like 44 or 46 days of archery hunting. But my other tag, my either sex tag, I get like double that. So it's really freaking strange. Really strange how it all works. But it is what it is. I think next year I'm either going to get a rifle tag. I'm going to get my either sex archery tag no matter what. But I don't know if I'm going to get an archery only and basically be able to have 2 archery tags, one for a buck and one for a buck or doe, or if I want to get a rifle tag and just have buck only during rifle season, because during rifle season, I could shoot a buck at, 900 yards. With a bow, I'm limited to like 40. So all I know this year is that this deer season has cost me almost 500, a little over $500 in tags and parking tickets. So not freaking happy about it, but I don't know. We'll see what happens next season. I got, I don't know, 2026 buck, May to June. So you guys have 2 seasons. 3 seasons. September 1st to January. Oh, that's right, though. You guys got red deer. Man. You guys can hunt summer, summer, fall, and freaking winter. That's nice. That's nice. Oh, yeah, and when I ate shit this morning, I smashed the shit on my thumb, so it's all freaking purple now. It's hard to see it on Zoom, but yeah. So, yeah, it's been a great day, you guys. It's been a really great day. So I think what I needed to do is go vacuum out the boat and get that all ready to go. Right, purple thumbs up. There we go. Kind of doesn't look so bad on camera, but it looks like a freaking, it's pretty gnarly looking. So whatever, it is what it is. But I kind of want to go start working on the boat. I mean, I'm like 90% done. I just gotta basically vacuum out all the rest of the leaves that I couldn't pick up. The ones that are all crumbled, and then I took all the stuff that's got to come out of the boat and like into the garage. I put that on the bow, so I got to do all that. So maybe we should go do that, get that all rolling. So can't wait for the spring days to go fishing. Are you guys frozen over there? Or is it just too damn freaking cold and shitty weather to go? Because I know a lot of the guys up on the north and the northeast here are talking about like the ice is it's there, but it's not enough to actually go ice fish. So just really cold and shit weather. Yeah. Hey, here it's 75 degrees here right now, according to the thermometer on my back patio. So, you know what I should do while I'm thinking about it? I gotta fix the leg on my deer, my target, because the leg broke. I should fix that real quick. Actually, I think I'm gonna do that real quick while I'm thinking about it. I got everything right here to do it. Give me 1 second. Let me go put the laptop away. So, I actually got the leg sitting right here. It's a leg for my freaking deer target, but it broke right here, like where it's taped up. It's completely cracked all the way through. So I need to basically make a cast for his leg. So let me go grab a piece of wood, and a couple of screws, and I'm gonna make a cast. All right. Let's fix up this deer. Give me 1 second, guys. I had to grab the saw. This battery's about done. That battery's about done. All right. Let's make a freaking cast for a deer leg. There we go. So it's got to be about yay long. Phone down. I hate this tripod. You guys, so look at this thing. I'll show you when I'm always bitching and complaining about it's built backwards. So phone goes in here, obviously, but it's got the 2 legs on the back and 1 on the front. So when you put the thing in here, the weight is off, so it wants to tilt back. It needs to be so that this leg is supporting the weight going backwards, but you can't adjust the thing to make the weight go the right way. So the phone always wants to tip backwards in this stupid tripod. I need to get a different one. I got my big one, but that's in the back of the wife's freaking Blazer, and she's at work. So, but yeah, see, like, I put the phone in and it wants to automatically fall to that back side because the weight balance is off. So I got to brace the phone up anyway. And it still kind of wants to fall. All right, let me cut one more leg, one more brace out of this thing and put it together real quick. I've been saying I need to do this for a long time, so. All right, that's that. So what I'll do is I'll just basically brace it like so, and then put some 3-inch screws in there to make it all stay and be good to go. So now, right? Need one of those. No, I just got to get a tripod that's built right, or actually take this one apart and turn it and all that. All right, that is those freaking screw heads. Damn, I need Phillips. Give me a second, guys. That's it. That works. All right. I hate these screws now that are like the star heads. They're, you know, I can't see it. I won't zoom and focus. They're the star. They're not the regular Phillips bit. All right, everybody's bailing out. That's all good though, because I'm gonna do this regardless of whether a bunch of people are here or not. Oh, drill probably won't work without a battery, huh? I've always been a big fan of Makita, but I'm kind of getting to the point where I'm not a big fan of Makita anymore. They're not powerful enough. Those screws are a little bit too long, but they'll work. If I gotta cut them off, I'll cut them off. But at least I can set my target back up and start shooting the deer target again. There we go. One freaking solid deer leg. All right. Maybe I should. That's still going to be long. I just don't want the screws sticking out because, well, it'll be to the inside of the deer, right? Yeah. I don't want the freaking dogs to run into it and smash their face. My one dog's already cut his face up a whole bunch on the bushes back there, so. All right. So that's done, so. Yeah, this stupid tripod. All right. I think we're going to have a smoke. Then we're going to go out and we're going to work on the boat. We'll go get some stuff done out there. Look at that. See, the tripod just wants to fall over like every time I let go of it. Stupid freaking design. Stupid design. I could take it apart and like turn it and all that, but I don't have a screwdriver small enough for the little screws they used. So it is what it is. I use this one generally for hunting. So, you know, out in the deer woods, I can like bury it a little bit, you know, dig a hole and bury the feet so that they're stable. But it just doesn't work that well here on the patio table. Not to mention my patio table got wet. You know, it's an old dining table. We took our, when we had the old people here, they didn't like the bar height freaking dining table. So we ended up having to buy a new table to accommodate them. And we took our old dining room table, which is bar height, and just threw it out on the back porch for a patio table. But I was gone one day when it rained and I forgot to cover it and it kind of got all screwed up with the rainwater. So that'll be one of my next projects. I'm going to redo this tabletop. And when I redo it, I'm going to put outlets and all kind of, you know, I'm going to put an outlet in it so we can plug stuff in, you know, phone chargers or laptop or whatever when we're out here on the back patio. Because right now I just got like an extension cord that I ran over to the table that I use for when I got to plug stuff in. But I mean, we paid $80 for this table when we got married, so it's not like it's a huge investment lost, you know. But we've had it since before we got married, so kind of cool. I resurfaced or like re-sanded it and stained it like 3 different times now. But when it got wet, you know, it's like 1/8 inch actual wood and then particle board in the middle, so that particle board swole up and got all screwed up. So what I want to do, I think I'm going to take it and I'm going to reskin it. And I'll have to like use a bunch of filler to get it flat. But I'm going to reskin it. And I might do like an epoxy coating over the top. I almost want to do it like one of those resin tables. So I may end up actually flipping it up, like taking the tabletop off of the legs and flipping it upside down and filling it with resin. I think that'd be pretty freaking cool looking. So anyway, it looks like everybody bailed out. That's all good. It's weird. I've noticed that like the live streams get way more views at night than they do during the day. I mean, I get it right now. Everybody's at work, but even like out in the deer woods on the weekends, I've been noticing that I get more views on my live streams when I'm just sitting at home at night rather than like on a Saturday afternoon in the deer woods, which is kind of weird. You would think like a Saturday afternoon, more people would be hanging out doing nothing, watching YouTube. But I guess like the whole after work thing is, you know, people are sitting here watching mindless, you know, YouTube lives to kind of wind down and relax after work. So, but all right, guys, I'm gonna go work on the boat. So I'm gonna kill this live for right now, and then in a little bit I'll fire it back up, and I'll be out working on the boat, getting stuff ready out there. I'm thinking about maybe. Oh shit! No, I can't pressure wash the hull because my pressure washer's at my buddy's house still, and he's not home at the moment. He's on the East Coast right now. So, and he's got the gate shut. I don't think there's anybody at his house to open the gate. So I'll have to wait on pressure washing the outside of the boat, but it's all good. I got to rotate the tires on my truck too. So I'm going to grab some food and then go out and I'll do all that. I'll come back on the live when I do that. So we'll see you guys in a little while. Peace.